hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working onto something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes, whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Yellow if you on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? Yellow if you on my man, that's Poochie. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. Yeah. They deserve Whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just put the homie. It's a vibe. Over split sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it. Gon' do it. Gon' do it. Gotta be on the thinker. I say, what? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled up.
I've been rolling on the freeway, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Hold on. Dig what I'm saying, Chanel drapes on me daily. Dig what I'm saying, sponsored by Mercedes. Dig what I pop in your memory. You should be glad I'm showing you sympathy. I gave you pure love out the gutter. I pull up in several different options. Yeah. That I would most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say, what? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
You can't leave it's too much, but I'm tired of you, me on. And I don't like where this is going, and I've been stuck in all your apologies. Gave my all, keep your love, it doesn't feel the same. I hope it hurts you when you hear my name.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw is Brissett. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, and that takes us from second to third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Play fake, Brissett. He's going to go deep for Conley. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw, Brissett. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. 61 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A second down carry for Booker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. On play action, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Rashad Perriman off to the races, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And he knocks it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? This is caught by Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And as As a defender, if you're going with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first. A first down throw for Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll go again with Bell. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Brissett sets to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Brissett, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Booker running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And now out comes Houston. On 1st down, Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. 1st down, Brissett buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Brissett now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not... A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. But that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
Or to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 32 that time. On first down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Ryan. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Booker on first down. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Running again, and again it's Booker. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Under pressure, they got him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Ryan on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 58 yards. Now Ryan on first down. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ryan will throw again. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Williams. And he's got some space here. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 56 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to right side with Booker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Williams running left. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Brissett. And able to find Conley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chris Conley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And They'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Ryan. Got some real estate inside the 30. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The give is to Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coach...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. It's Ryan. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from them. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing it.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Ryan. Caught. It's Ellington. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First and goal from the 5. Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Watkins in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And Frank's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter,
Yeah, I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he told me it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay.